Right, guys, so what we've got here is we've got tiger stripe blouse, right? And so I know it's a little bit difficult to see because it's camouflage, and everything is generally camouflage that goes with the uniform, right? So this is a little shaky because I'm holding it. But anyway, so what we got here is here's your collar up here. This is a Tiger Stripes Products Vietnam style tiger stripes, right? So what we want to do is we want to be able to secure the items that go into our pockets, right? So just showing you here what I've got is I've got a set of ear protection, okay. You know, that's paracord, so it's a single strand of paracord, and it's tied off at the end there, right? And then I've made an overhand knot with a loop so that I could girth hitch around this piece of paracord here that's been sewn onto the inside of my pocket flap. Alright, so we're going to go over that in detail here in a minute. And so what this is a storm whistle. Alright, see that? So I'll show you the packaging. Okay, so this is a very, very loud whistle. This is considered the loudest whistle in the world, right? So it's much louder than a Fox 40, for instance. Okay, so above all of the noise, this can be heard. So if you're directing fire by whistle, then you can use this, and you won't have any issues there. So I went ahead and just attached this just to give you an idea what we're talking about here. Set of paste beads here. Okay, so what I do is I take a length of paracord. Let me just get a piece of paracord, right? So I'm going to get this length of paracord, and here's the corner of the pocket. You flip the pocket up, you got the corner of the pocket, and I sew this there twice by hand. Okay, and let me move those paste beads down. Okay, so I sew this here twice by hand. A lot of passes, and I knot it off and I seal the end. Okay, and then because the bitter ends are very important, because if anything gives way in here, it's all right, but it's good because it's secured doubly at the bitter end there. You want to make sure you do two, sew that twice independently, okay, on each bitter end. So there'll be double sewn on this end over here at this corner on the inside, and double sewn at this corner on the inside. Alright, so basically this piece of paracord is sewn there twice. And this particular one, it's just a loop down, and I've sewn it off in the center right there, and then this loop comes over here, and I actually sewed it there in that corner as well. That way, if I want to use paste beads here, then I've got a nice place to just keep the paste beads in this section, right? So that way, if I want my paste beads there, then they'll stay right there. Alright, the rest of this stuff can just kind of move independently on this little place where I can tie stuff off, right? So this keeps my stuff secure. So if something falls out of my pocket, it's not going to go anywhere, right? So anyway, you could just stuff this stuff down in there. Alright, just put it all down in there, and then you can close your pocket. Alright, so you want to do that in this manner on both of your top pockets on your blouse. Okay, so this one's not done yet. I'm going to be doing this on all these new camouflage blouses. Okay, this pocket here will have an extra compass. That's a MC2 Global, and here's a ditty bag. Okay, so I can put this ditty bag in there. I can girth hitch that. This has a field notebook, a pencil, and the field notebook is a Right in the Rain. Has a pencil, and then I've got a little lock sack, military style Ziploc bag, and what I keep in that is I keep wipes, alcohol wipes, to wipe off my map. Okay, the plastic on my map case. So if I use a dry erase on my map, on the outside, on the clear part of my map case, I draw something out, or I do some figuring, then I could just wipe that clean, right? So anyway, that's what will go in this pocket here. Some people may like their paste beads higher. Okay, so one thing to note on a military camouflage blouse is that you have double material up to a certain point. Okay, so the best way to add an extra piece up here is to go with that double material if you can. If not, then if you want it way up high, like some people just put them through the buttonhole. Okay, I think that kind of gets in the way when I'm trying to do stuff by one-handed, right? Well, what you could do is you can go ahead and get you a small piece of paracord, okay, and make it like a U, and you can go ahead and put it like that, and then sew through from one side of paracord to the other side in the paracord. So if you sew it through from paracord to paracord, then it's going to be much stronger, and then you can go ahead and secure your paste beads through the loop that's formed at the end there. Okay, right. So down in these lower pockets, I generally don't keep much of anything, right? But what I'm going to do is I always get a bit of paracord, and I just go ahead and I'll sew a piece real good there, and in that corner there, so that there's just one piece of paracord across the top, and if on each one of these. And if I need to, I could still put something in there on a lanyard. If it's on a lanyard, I could put it in there and just close it up and forget about it, right? Because mostly these are going to be underneath of your belt kit, right? Your L.V.I. So something like a VS panel will go in there. You know, you don't use that often. Yeah. So I'm running out of battery, so I'll catch you later, and we'll come back at you in another one.